Miz waits for a cutter, comes back out to Gerber. Back out to the top now to Schaus. Matt Schaus looking for some help. Goes left side now to Mislin. Deep left corner now to Gerber. Gerber waits for Schaus. Schaus on the pickup. He's double teamed. Shovels it out here to Miller. Miller. Foul line extended left. Now to the top now to Booker. Booker at the top now with 9 on the shot clock. Book stops, reverses it. Shot in the lane, good from 8 feet. 17-12. Wayne and Booker picks up his first field goal of the ball game. He's got 3 points now.
Great jump shot, pump fake by Booker. And if they're going to call the hand check, you got to attack the basket there. Good job by Booker.
Jason Riley. Here, foul line extended left. They got a mismatch there. Here, and Riley will load up the 18-footer. It goes in and out, and Mislin's there with a rebound. Now to Schaus up the left sideline now. Schaus goes inside, and the ball's kicked away by the Knights. And Benner and Caleb Ochin are in the game now. Gerber and Miller will get some rest.
A good look there by Schaus. Unfortunate that he couldn't get it through the legs of Evans there because he had Gerber for a layup.
Schaus to inbound the basketball to the left of the lane. Goes out here to Benner. Benner back out to Mr. Instant offense. Caleb Ochin here. Back to Matt. Matt will dribble here in between the circles to reset the Bethel offense.
Got to get Benner on the post.
Here's the pass to the high post now to Miz. Miz will load up the 19-footer and knock it down. Nice basket. That's had good recognition by Miz.
Poor Miz, though. Miz knocks down a 19-footer, and Coach puts his arms out and says, why didn't you get the ball to Benner? Take the 2 points, Coach. It's all right.
With the basketball, Jason Riley at the top of the ring now. Looking for a cutter. We'll back it out of harm's way.
Yeah, there's no reason for Bethel to be switching that screen there. Book can get underneath that screen.
Here's Nick Ashiel. One-on-one here. At the top now, he'll take Miz to the goal, and he'll shoot with the shot no good. A rebound and a foul called on Chadwell.
That's good defense there. Miz coming up gimpy. I don't know if he banged his knee. Yeah, him and Book need to do a better job of talking. There's no need to switch because Riley's not going to pull that three-point shot, so you can go underneath that screen.
So Miz is coming out of the ball game now.
He's inbounding.
No, okay, he's inbounding. My bad. And Matt will move it up from left to right.
We're calling Kobe, which means this play probably won't be very good.
You tell me.
I think we should rename the play because Kobe used to be good, but I don't think we should have a play called Kobe these days.
Okay.
That's all I'm going with.
I never knew he was good to begin with.
Okay.
Well, where's he from?
Let's call it MJ or Benner.
Okay, there you go. Here's Schaus here on the right wing now. Hedges off a double screen. Backdoor pass now here to Benner. Benner's fouled, no call. Back here to Miz. To the top of the ring now, Matt Schaus. Matt directing traffic with the right hand, waiting for cutters. He's got screens here. Set it, goes to the right upper block, wrap around to the low post, now to Benner. Benner in a great position now. Had it stripped away from behind by Aaron Evans. Good play defensively by number 3.
5 turnovers for Pilots. Aaron's such a smart ball player. That's a good play.
There's Jason Riley here on the near wing now. Waiting for a cutter. Goes down the left side now to Evans. Back out to the top now to Chadwell. Chadwell looking for some help. Finds it out here to the top now to Drew Adams. Drew Adams at the top of the circle now. Goes over here to the left side now to Riley. Riley on the dribble to the point. Through the leg dribble. Now he'll hand it off now to Nick Ashiel. Ashiel waits for some help. He'll pull up from 19 off the iron, no good. Mislin the rebound.
Good defense again by the Pilots. Get to the bucket, Book.
Booker, top of the ring now, forgoes the drive. We'll hand it off to Schaus at the point now. Matt will re-engage as he angle on the dribble to the right side, now to the left side where he hands it off to Booker on the far wing. Book spins, looks, goes back door now to Matt. Schaus through the lane, hands it back to Book. Book on the drive. He's fouled, and a no shot, but a foul on the floor, and that's going to be the 6th foul. And that's a good call because Book was getting shoved all the time he was moving away from the ball.
Yeah, and the officials were showing they're going to call, so keep attacking the basket. We've seen over and over, there's nobody in this conference I don't think that can stick with Booker getting the basket. It's just a matter of Book finishing.
Ryan Wasink checks into the ballgame. His first minutes of the day come here at the 9:24 mark. And Zach Miller also back into the lineup for BC. As Ochin inbounds the basketball now here to Wasink at the free throw line. Ryan now gives way here to the far side, and Ochin will start to run the show once again in between the circles. Caleb Ochin, right side pass now to Mislin. Mislin.
Got to get Benner on the low post. There he is.
Now to Wasink. Wasink lobs it inside now to Benner, and Benner scores the easy goal. Great entry that time by Wasink.
Yeah, that's easy offense. That's 7 points for Benner now, and that's what Coach is looking for from Miz. If we can get Benner posting up on Riley, just get the ball up high.
At the top now, Jason Riley waits for a cutter to go by. Goes back to Ashiel on the near side. Ashiel drives, cut off, double team, kick back out here to Riley. Riley bounce pass to the right side wing now to Drew Adams. Adams gives way now to Evans. Aaron Evans. Evans, here's the step out now. Here's Wasink picks him up. Evans loads up the triple off the iron, no good. Good seal by the Pilots on the defensive end on the box out.
Doing a great job of limiting Marian to one shot and bad shots.
Here's Ochin, top of the circle now to Benner. Benner waiting for some help.
Turn the corner.
Drives, back it in on Ashiel, fakes. Right-handed hook, just left it short, and Ashiel grabs the rebound.
I thought he had a step right when he put that on the floor. Should have just kept going to the basket. He went with a spin move.
There's Ashiel handing it off now here to and a timeout. Timeout, Marian University.
Coach Lickleitner doesn't realize there's a thing called a coaching box, and he thinks he can walk the half court and call timeout.
8:14 to go in this first half of play. The Pilots of Bethel College, a 21-12 lead, their biggest of the ballgame.
Paul, we want to thank our friends over at Gates. Winter can be tough on your vehicle, and to make sure your vehicle's ready so that you can drive confidently in this new year, take your vehicle over there to check out the factory-trained certified service experts. They have a complete list of warranties at certifiedservicepartswarranty.com. Specials going on right now at Gates. Front end alignments, $39.95. They also have a 30-day tire price guarantee. Buy select tires, and if you find a better price within 30 days of purchase, they'll refund the difference.
18:14 to go here first half. Bethel will have Zach Miller, Caleb Ochin, Ryan Wasink, Ryan Benner, and Patrick Edding on the floor.
You've got your running score going there, Paul. When was the last time? Maybe about 5 minutes since Marian put the ball in the basket?
13:45 to go. Aaron Evans had a three-point basket, and that had cut that lead to 1. They were in the midst of a 5-0 run at that point in time. Since the 5-0 run, the Pilots have run off an 8-0 run of their own.
Yeah, 5.5 minutes in that score, and that's good stuff. Stafford checking in. Be interesting to see if the Pilots can get a third foul on him here in the first half.
Nick Ashiel goes back here to the top now to Stafford, back to the right side now to Riley inside of the low post. Stafford double team. Comes back out to the top now here to Drew Adams. Adams loads up the triple. No good. Zach Miller the rebound for Bethel.
Doing a great job of contesting all shots. Got to get the ball into Pat right now.
Miller hands it over here to Ochin. Ochin in between the circles. On the hard left-hand dribble. Goes right side now to Miller. Miller waiting for some help. Goes out high now to Wasink. Wasink, 19-foot shot. Good. The freshman. And what a dynamic that creates.
2 points for Wasink. You saw at St. Francis. Just nothing bothers him. Had a big tip in the end of first half. Big three-pointer there near the end of regulation. Set a cross screen by Pat. Pat got double teamed. Ryan knocks down the open jumper.
Evans over here on the near wing, guarded by Ryan Benner. Hedges off a Shields screen. Evans fade away, 14-footer from the left side, no good. Rebound, Pat Edding.
Good defense by Ryan Wasink. Try and get Zach Miller up. They're going to go pin again. It's going to be cross screen, post up here.
Here is Ochin going right side now here to Miller. Miller waiting for some help. Goes now here to Edding. Edding on the drive. Stops, looks. Finds a cutter. Here's Zach Miller to the goal. Oh, he scores! What a sensational play by Miller. I guess he got hit on the arm. He couldn't shoot it, so he spun it with some English off the glass on the right block. What a sensational play.
What a back cut. What a bounce pass by Pat Edding, showing off his point guard skills. That's going to be 17 fouls. First foul on Riley. The Pilots on a 12-0 run.
We'll be right back after this timeout. BC 25, Marian 12 on Regional Radio Sports.
Hi again, it's me, Sarah. I just got a text from TCU that means my first paycheck got deposited. I can't wait to treat myself. Of course, Mom and Dad want me to save, and thanks to TCU Everyday Savings, I can. Every time I use my TCU Debit MasterCard, TCU rounds my purchase up to the next dollar and moves the change to my savings. So I can spend a little and still save. Visit TCUnet.com to start owning your financial future. Teachers Credit Union deposits are federally insured by the NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back here on Regional Radio Sports. Paul Connery along with the coach, Mark Gardner. Glad that you can spend a Saturday afternoon with us here today. The Pilots, since Marian scored their last points at the 13:45 mark, they have held the Knights off the score sheet. And here we are now at the 6:56 mark of the first half. Bethel has its biggest lead against Marian this season, 25-12.
You know, Paul, it's one of those things that I don't know, I'm biased because I coach at Bethel, but I just feel like the Pilots are a much better team than this Marian team. I feel like Marian's probably the weakest of our top 5 teams, but to their credit, they've done what they've needed to do this year to win the games and to keep games close. And so you certainly give them credit, but I think what you're seeing right now is just experience and a better team taking over the game.
And Miller knocks down the charity toss. It's now 26-12.
6 points for Zach Miller. Got to say welcome to the broadcast to my lovely wife, Robin, who's listening at home.
Absolutely. Hope she's feeling well. Here is Jason Riley from Marian going left side now to Ashiel. Back here to the top now to Stafford. Swings it right side now to Riley. Riley looking for some help. Goes into the right corner now to Evans. Down inside to the low post. Stafford runs across the lane with a left-handed shot. No good rebound. And then a foul called, I believe, on Pat Edding over the back.
And the Pilots, for whatever reason, the Pilots are switching that screen. So Stafford's setting a down screen. Pat's jumping on the shooter, which leads Stafford on Zach Miller. That's just a bad matchup for the Pilots. It's going to be Pat's second foul, so he's going to come out now. Wasink will play a small lineup for the Pilots, so Wasink's going to play your 5 spot.
Checking into the ballgame for the first time this afternoon for Marian University. 5'8", 160-pound senior from Zionsville High School. Chris Roberts only playing in his 6th game. He's coming in to the ballgame for Drew Adams. And Stafford to inbound the basketball goes now here to Aaron Evans. The Collie standout comes back out to the point now to Jason Riley. Riley on the dribble to the right wing, stops, hands it off there, and comes back here to the top to Ashiel. Back into the near side to Evans. Evans goes back here to the point now to Roberts. And back here to the far side to Riley. Back now to Ashiel in between the circles. 18 on the shot clock, 6:15 on the first half game clock. Here's Aaron Evans with a drive inside, missed the shot, but a foul called on Ryan Wasink. You know, you talked about Ryan Wasink hardly ever showing any emotion. I would say the same thing goes for Aaron Evans. He's another kid that has that calm, cool, collective type of personality.
The difference, though, Aaron Evans is a senior, and Ryan Wasink's a freshman. But absolutely, yeah, they play the same way. I love the way Aaron Evans plays, and any coach in the conference would take him and put him in their starting lineup.
Yeah, he's one of my most favorite players to watch in the league. 26-13, and it's been a long time coming for the Knights here at the 6-12 mark.
Evans has 9. I think he's got their last 9 points, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And his second free throw, no good. So he's 1 of 2 on that trip down the line. He's a 81% free throw shooter.
Ashiel comes into the game averaging 15 points a game, scoreless right now, 14 minutes in.
Here is Ryan Benner on the far wing, drives down the right side of the lane, stops, shoots, and scores from the right block. 28-13, Ryan Benner again with the drive.
And I thought he should have done that. It's 9 for Ryan. Should have done that the previous time when he had Ashiel. I thought he had him beat off the dribble, and he stopped. That time he went straight to the basket. Good finish.
Evans back out here to Ashiel at the top now, one-on-one against Schaus. Goes foul line extended right now to Riley. Now Riley dribbles to the point, where he foregoes to dribble drive, goes to Evans. Evans on the right, stops, fade away, 12-footer, good. What a play by Aaron Evans.
It's great defense, it's better offense. There's Caleb Ochin for 3.
3 on the way from the
all day.
From the Circle City, knocking it down, 31-15.
Instant offense over there, getting the Whitecamp Wackos with their 3 goggles going.
With the basketball near side wing now, Aaron Evans. One-on-one against Benner. Drives baseline, cut up there. There's a double team. Evans stripped it. Oh, what a play by Matt Schaus to keep it alive. And then here come the Pilots in transition. Here's Benner loading up the 14-footer. Good.
This is Bethel basketball right now, Paul. When they're playing this, we're one of the top teams in the country. 11 points for Ryan Benner. It all started with Schaus and Ochin getting on the floor for the loose ball.
Jason Riley, right now the Pilots just out hustling the Knights. Out here to the top now, Aaron Evans. Evans, one-on-one against Benner. And swings around a screen, goes left side now to Riley. Riley on the crossover, drives down the lane, running one-hander, no good. Rebound Ryan Wasink. Now here to Ochin, now to Schaus. Schaus pushing the ball up, drives down the right side of the lane, and he scores! 35-15. Timeout Marian University. The Bethel College Pilots off to the races here.
This is the team we've come to know and love, Paul. We know that they go through stretches where they play down to their competition or they don't shoot well and they struggle, but they've been able to pull those games out these last 6 games. But tonight, this is Bethel, the way we enjoy watching them. I want to thank our friends over there at Gates. I know the Gates family's probably listening in and enjoying this as well. So we know these winters up here in South Bend, Mishawaka area can be really tough in your vehicle. And so in order to drive confidently, you want to take your vehicle over to check out the Chevrolet Certified Service Experts. You can also feel confident having your vehicle serviced by the Certified Service Experts because of the many GM original equipment parts that are used and backed up by the limited lifetime parts warranty. You can check those warranties out at CertifiedServicePartsWarranty.com. You got 3 great services for 1 great price right now. 5 quarts oil change, 4 tire rotation, and 27-point inspection, all for $39.95. Check out our friends over there at Gates.
If you look at the losses for Marian, a 2-point loss to Ava Marie. They had a 3-point loss against Huntington. Of course, they were able to not hold on against Grace, a 1-point loss there. A 5-point loss to St. Francis. So for this team to be 20 down in the hole. And once again, haven't seen all the games, but I'm going to guess this is the first time this season that the Marian University Knights have found themselves in a 20-point deficit.
What it comes down to, though, Paul, is it doesn't matter who is wearing the opposite color jersey when Bethel plays this way. We saw it in the second half of Grace. We've seen it for stretches against Iowa. We saw it. These guys are one of the top 5 teams in the country when everybody's running on all cylinders.
Jason Riley for Marian with the basketball at the top of the ring. Goes left side now here to Aaron Evans. Evans, wrap around to the high post now here to Stafford. Stafford's got a mismatch against Travis Smith. He drives, and a foul called on Travis Smith. Travis thought he got himself in a position, and that will be the second foul on Travis Smith. That'll be the 7th on the team, and we'll go 1 in bonus. Both teams are 1 in bonus from here on out. And Stafford going to the line. Product of Mount Vernon of Fortville High School. 6'4", 205-pound senior. Averages a steal, a block, nearly 2 assists per contest to go along with his 7 rebounds and 12 points, and he knocks that one down. 35-16, 4:10 to go in this first half. And number 32 with another opportunity. And that is the first person in over 10 minutes outside of Aaron Evans to score.
Matt Schaus is listed at 190. I'm going to give Stafford a little bit more than 205 on that frame he's carrying around right now, Paul. That's a big upper body right there.
And he comes out of the ball game, and Jess Chadwell, the 6'4", 200-pound senior, will check back in.
And it's probably trying to protect him from picking up his 3rd foul.
As Schaus comes over the timeline, goes to Ochen here on the right wing. Back out to the top to Travis Smith, left side now to Benner. Benner at the top, still on the hard dribble. Goes inside now to Wasink. Wasink, right-handed hook, missed it. A rebound goes to Aaron Evans.
Good look. He's got to get that off the glass. He's got to give himself a better angle, know where he's at on the floor.
Once again, here's Jason Riley. Over here on the near wing now to Aaron Evans. Evans on the drive, cut off nicely by Benner. Back to Ashiel here on the left wing. Ashiel now dribbles to the top. He's still, and there's a foul called on Ryan Wasink on the hand check.
It's going to be Ryan's 2nd foul.
That'll send Nick Ashiel, who's a local product, went to James Whitcomb Riley High School here in South Bend. An 80% free throw shooter is going to go to the line here with 3:38 to go in this first half of play.
Coach Mark Johnson would certainly welcome him back for a few more games.
Yes, he certainly would. And the right-hander will dribble twice. He is yet to score in the ball game. And the right-hander's free throw was good this time. It's now 35-18.
And Powell's done a nice job on Ashiel coming into the game, averaging 15 points a game. He's an 80% foul shooter. Him and Evans both shoot the ball real well from the foul line.
That's one way to tear away a deficit, is to do it when the clock is stopped. So 4 straight free throws, courtesy of Stafford and Ashiel, has closed the gap to 35-19. Here's Schaus, left side now to Booker. Back out to Schaus at the top. He's 1-on-1 against Evan. We'll forego that. We'll go to the left side now to Landon Booker. Booker goes inside to Benner. Benner on the drive, reverse layup. Oh, spins it off the iron. Didn't get enough up on there on that white block.
That's good defense there by Chadwell. A good look for Benner.
Jason Riley goes to the high post now to Ashiel. The right side wing now to Chris Roberts. Roberts comes back to Evans. Evans with a drive, stops, goes into the corner now to Riley, and then he goes back here to Evans on the near wing now. Evans coming off a screen, going 1-on-1 with Wasink. He'll pull up from 19, shot off the iron, no good, and that second little bit of a hop on the iron.
Got Zach Miller on the left. There he is. Book missed him.
Book looks for some help, goes now here to Ryan Benner, and they'll forego. And
missed opportunity right there for Zach. He doesn't get many of those.
Zach Miller on the right wing now, trying to hedge off a screen. There he is with a ball here at the top now as he pops out, goes left side now to Benner. Benner on the dribble, goes back to Booker on the far wing. Book goes inside to Wasink. Wasink to the goal, and he scores. He just beat Ashiel to the glass that time.
Yeah, 4 points for Ryan. And when you've got Benner and Schaus and Miller, and teams have to come out and deny them the ball, and it opens up that lane. Nice, easy cut, easy offense.
And that ends a 4-0 run by the Knights.
It's a big bucket for the Pilots right there.
Here's Roberts with the ball at the top of the ring. Goes back to Ashiel here on the near wing. Ashiel now dribbles to the top. Right elbow, foul line extended. On the crossover, he drives and scores. He beat Wasink off the dribble drive that time easily. 1:57 to go. Here's Benner for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound, Chadwell for Marian.
Real nice head and shoulder fake hesitation dribble there for Ashiel in that last possession.
Here's Jason Riley here on the near wing. Goes left side now to Aaron Evans. Back up to the top now here to Chadwell. Back to Ashiel. Ashiel spins, backs in. Fade away, 16-footer, good. getting him on track. That'll help their cause. 37-23, 1:32 to go.
And sometimes that happens. You let a star player, you hold him scoreless, you get him to the foul line for 2 easy ones, then he comes back and plays with confidence. It's 6 straight points now for Nick.
Here's Wassing going left side into the corner now to Booker. Booker back out to Matt Schaus at the top. Now Matt goes to the high post now here to Benner. Back to Schaus. Here's Matt still on the hard dribble at the top. We'll load up the 19-footer off the iron, no good. The rebound is Jason Riley. And Wassing is laboring.
Yeah. He's missed time with that nose surgery, and so you can tell he's just laboring out there.
Here's the pass here to the left side now here to Ashiel. Back to the right side now to Riley. Riley waiting for some help. Comes back out here to Roberts. Chris Roberts gives the ball over here to Riley on the right wing. Now he dribbles to the top now. Jason Riley goes right side to Evans. Evans one-on-one against Benner on the right block. Jump pass inside here, and Riley scores off the assist from Evans. It's now 37-25, a 12-point lead. A Bethel 20-point lead here with 34 seconds to go, and Marian is right back in the ballgame.
Yeah, and the Pilots have not gotten to the basket while they've been settling for jump shots. Want to get the ball back inside. Going to run a pin set here, so the ball should come to the wing, and then a little cross screen. High post flash by either Benner or Wassink.
About 3 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. So Schaus here, still out here. Now he will engage with 9 on the shot clock now. Goes right elbow now here to Benner. Benner turns and squares. Ryan had the ball slapped away right into my hands, and the foul.
Good catch, Paul.
I know.
Coach Lickleitner not happy with that foul. First foul on Ashiel, 8th team foul. Benner going to shoot a couple free throws here.
I was open.
You were open, although I like Benner.
I
like Benner's percentage.
Yeah, I like his percentages better.
Your option D or E?
I would say Z, to be honest with you.
You're my boss, so I was being kind.
So Benner will go to the line here with 5.8 seconds to go, and he knocks down the charity toss. 38-25. They've kept Zach Miller in check for the most part.
I was just going to say, Zach Miller, 6 points here in the first half. I think so if you're the Pilots, you're up 13, and your sharpshooter only has 1 3-pointer. That's okay.
So Ryan with one more opportunity, but you need a defensive play here to not forego this free throw. Karam's into the corner here. Here's Evans over the timeline now. Stops. He travels. Off balance shot on the way. In and out, no good. That ball went 2 times around the cylinder and fell harmlessly to the floor. So 20 minutes are in the books here from the Gage Gymnasium. The Bethel College Pilots lead the Marian University Knights 38-25 at the break. We'll be back with more of college basketball right after this short timeout on Regional Radio Sports.
This is boot camp. This is the real thing now. You've never done anything so hard in your life. You don't understand how you can finish. It takes inner strength and desire to become a Marine. When I finished, I was like, I did it. The moment I will never forget is when this drill instructor that I admired so much comes up to me and said, "Good morning, Marine."
PFC Summer Volkman became a Marine. Can you? Visit Marines.com or call 1-800-MARINES.
Hi again, it's me, Sarah. I just got a text from TCU that means my first paycheck got deposited. I can't wait to treat myself. Of course, Mom and Dad want me to save, and thanks to TCU Everyday Savings, I can't. Every time I use my TCU Debit MasterCard, TCU rounds my purchase up to the next dollar and moves the change to my savings. So I can spend a little and still save. Visit TCUnet.com to start owning your financial future. Teachers Credit Union deposits are federally insured by the NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
You get to the top, get hooked in, and then you look over the edge. I was like, no way am I jumping off this tower. I'm staying right here. I'm like, am I ever going to be good enough to be a Marine? When it was all said and done, watching the car guard raise the American flag, I thought, I am a United States Marine.
PFC Keith Palka knows you don't join the Marines, you become one. Visit Marines.com or call 1-800-MARINES.
Welcome back here on Regional Radio Sports. Paul Condry along with Mark Gardner. Coach has gone into the locker room to do a little one-on-one with the coaches, and that gives us the opportunity to go one-on-one with Peru product Travis Smith. Travis, a 5'10", 160-pound sophomore, averages 3.8 points per game, 1.8 rebounds, 61% at the line, 47% from the field, 4 of 10 from downtown. He's averaging in a 1.5 assists and 1 steal per contest. I spent some time with him prior to the ball game and got some thoughts from him on his time at Bethel College. Yeah, college basketball here today. Halftime, Bethel College taking on Marian University. Joining us here at halftime, Travis Smith, the product of Peru High School. And joining us here with our continuing coverage of college basketball, our highlights and looks through our Bethel men's basketball program. And Travis, first of all, the team's on a roll, 6 consecutive wins after that little hiccup, if you will, 3-game losing streak. What do you think's turned it around?
It's nice to get back on track. We were missing Zach Miller there for a couple games with an injury, and we started focusing on one game at a time and saying 1-0. We got to go 1-0 every game, and that's been a big part. And just preparation, we've refocused since we had that hiccup, and we came together as a team, and it's worked out nicely.
You know, you've got one of the most unique roles in all basketball because you come out here and your number one goal is to get in the craw of whoever you have to guard. More often than not, you're going to have to guard the other team's best player. You're going to try to frustrate him. You're going to try to get him ticked off, and every other adverb and adjective I can throw in there. It's a unique role, and you're really, really good at it.
Yeah, in the Crossroads League, there's a lot of good players and a superstar on most of the good teams. You got Widener. You got Aaron Evans today, and some of these guys in the league can go off whenever. Hogan had the bunch on us that night, so you got to get into them. Don't let them catch the ball. We deny some, and you just got to lock them down and get in their head.
You know, I know that you averaged 20-plus points a game when you were in high school, so you go from being a scorer to a guy whose role is a little bit different at the collegiate level. Was it a difficult transition for you?
It wasn't bad, actually. My first couple years in high school, we had a good team, and I did a lot of distributing and not much scoring. Then I had to change to be a scorer my junior or senior year. Then I came back to Bethel, and not much of a scoring threat, but that's not what the team needs right now. So it was a pretty smooth transition, and I like playing defense.
You know, there's a lot of guys who don't want to always do what's best for the team. You're a team-first guy.
Oh, yeah. I'm just here to win. That's what I love doing.
Give us an idea on this team and the dynamics of this team. I always feel that chemistry is one of the most important aspects of sports.
Yeah, all of us room with a basketball player, and we love being around each other, and we try and spend as much time together as we can. And it starts in practice. We're with each other every day, and we get along in practice and have good competition. That leads to the games.
When you look at as you're making your second way around through the Crossroads League, and you look at some of the toughest matchups and some tough ones up on the horizon, who's the toughest guy that you have to compete against?
Widener's a competitor. He tries everything he can do to help his team win, and he was probably the best player we faced this year. And we could run into some better ones in the tournament and stuff like that, but Widener, he loves to win, and it was fun playing against him.
All right, wrapping it up, the decision to come to Bethel College and putting it all together, academics, athletics, the spiritual development that the program's all about. What would you tell a future recruit why they should come to Bethel College and be a part of the men's program?
The atmosphere here with the basketball program, the school, the new president, everything's great. And everybody's super nice. The professors are great, and it's just a good place to be.
Best of luck today.
Thank you.
Once again, Travis Smith joining us here at halftime. We'll be back with more right after this on Regional Radio Sports. Winter can be tough, folks. Make sure your vehicle is ready to rock and roll. Drive confidently in the new year. Keep your vehicle running safely during the winter months by bringing it into the Gates Automotive Group. Once again, you can see our factory-trained Chevy certified service experts. You can feel confident having your vehicle serviced by our certified service experts because many of the GM original equipment parts we use are backed by a limited lifetime parts warranty. Go to see our friends at the Gates Automotive, Gates Chevy World right here. And right now, some great specials going on. 3 great services, 1 great price, including a 5-quart oil change, 4 tire rotation, and 27-point inspection. Once again, $39.95 over here at the Gates Automotive Group. Once again, Gates Chevy right across from our vantage point at 636 West McKinley. Coach Gardner has spent some time in the locker room with the Bethel Pilots, but before he breaks that down, he's going to go through the stats as highlighted by me.
For your first for the Marian Knights, got Jake Stafford, 1 for 2 from the field, 2 for 2 from the foul line, 4 points, 2 rebounds, an assist, a turnover, and a block shot. 2 fouls in 6 minutes play. Aaron Evans, 4 for 10 from the field. He had 2 3-pointers, 1 for 2 from the foul line. 11 points to go along with a steal, an assist, and a couple of rebounds. Played the entire 20 minutes. Jason Riley also played 20 minutes, 1 for 3 from the field, 2 for 2 from the foul line. 4 points, a rebound, 2 turnovers, a steal, and 1 foul. Chad Robertson, 5 minutes of play, had 2 fouls. Nick Ashiel averaging 15 points a game. He had 6 straight points there in the final 3 minutes. Did not come off the floor for the first half. He had 1 steal, 2 rebounds, and a foul. Drew Adams was 0 for 1 from the field and picked up a foul in 15 minutes play. And Jess Chadwell played 14 minutes, had 1 foul, 1 rebound, 1 turnover. Team totals 8 for 21 from the field, 2 for 6 from 3-point range, 7 for 8 from the foul line. So 38% overall, 33% from behind the arc, 88% from the foul line. Only 8 rebounds as a team, 1 offensive rebound. We said the Pilots wanted to keep them to 5 or less in each half, and so great job in the first half there. 2 assists, 5 turnovers, 1 block shot, 5 steals. The team comes in averaging 7 turnovers, and they had 5 in the first half. Great job by the Pilots there. Moving to your Bethel stats, Travis Smith, 6 minutes played. He had 2 rebounds, 2 fouls. Matt Schall, 17 minutes, 1 for 2 from the field, 2 for 2 from the foul line, 4 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists for Matt, and only 1 turnover. Zach Miller in 17 minutes only took 2 shots, but he hit them both. 1 was a 3-pointer. Also hit his only free throw, so 6 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 turnovers. Ryan Benner, 18 minutes, 5 for 10 from the field, 1 for 2 from the foul line, 1 for 2 from behind the arc, 12 points, 1 turnover. Pat Edding only played 7 minutes, had 2 fouls, 2 rebounds, and 2 points before he had to go to the bench. Caleb Ochin hit his only 3-point attempt and had a rebound, so 3 points, 1 steal, and 8 minutes of play. Landon Booker, 1 for 1 from the field, 1 for 2 from the foul line, 2 rebounds, 3 points, an assist, and 9 minutes of play. Brandon Gerber picked up 2 quick fouls, only scored 2 points, and had 2 minutes of play. Michael Mizzen in 6 minutes, hit his only bucket, had 2 rebounds. Ryan Wasik, nice 9 minutes off the bench for Ryan, 2 for 3 from the field, 2 rebounds, 4 points, and an assist. Team totals 15 for 22, 68% from the field, 3 for 4, 75% from 3-point range, 5 for 7, 71% from the foul line, 13 rebounds, only 1 on the offensive end, but 8 assists, only 5 turnovers, 3 steals for the Pilots.
Every day, the men and women of the United States Marine Corps demonstrate their commitment to defend the American way of life. Since 1775, we have served our nation as a force in readiness. From combat operations to humanitarian assistance in every corner of the world. No matter where the mission takes us today, or wherever our country needs us tomorrow, we always remember the land we call home. As Marines, we take a stand for each other, for our nation, for us all. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Welcome back here on Regional Radio Sports. The Bethel College Pilots in action here today. Have a 38-25 lead here at the intermission. Let's take a look at some of our scores here, courtesy of Tiny Condry. First of all, Crossroads League women's scores. The Bethel College Lady Pilots on the road today in Indianapolis. A big win for Jody Martinez, Chris Hess, Natalie Young. They are victorious today over Marian, 76-75. Elsewhere, Indiana Wesleyan, they get back on the winning ways with a 74-47 win against Mount Vernon. Huntington, boy, they are the surprise of the Crossroads League. Hit hard by graduation, but their young kids have stepped up in a big way. 95-55, just absolutely crushing Goshen today. Elsewhere, Taylor defeated Spring Arbor 62-51. And here's a close one. St. Francis, they've won, I believe, 25 straight games, 26 maybe. They beat Grace today, but the score is 66-63. So that's a big win for St. Francis to keep their number 1 title in the opportunity. And now we got some men's scores with Coach Gardner.
Halftime score, Taylor 40-32 over Spring Arbor. Huntington 49-39 over Goshen. Grace 38-30 over St. Francis. That's a big one.
You know, the Pilots, if you look at the rest of the schedule, Coach, and one of the things that we talked about is the game coming up this next week against Huntington on the road on Tuesday. But the things that scare me is once you get through the stretch of games where you absolutely have to win, and this is where they put themselves in a hole where they have to win tough road games and against the strongest part of the schedule. But games like Mount Vernon, Taylor, those kind of games are, if you're not ready to play, you're going to lose.
Yeah, but that's been the case all year for these guys. You know, they didn't come to play for the second half against St. Francis, and so a 15-point lead goes out the window and they lose. But for the most part, they've played well. They've played well enough to win. But you know, Goshen, they played a terrible first half. Spring Arbor, they played a terrible first half. So you know, Grace is that one that scares me. You know, you look at Grace. If they don't start off 0-6, they're right up there. They're one of the best teams in this conference right now, and so they've got this stretch where they're playing. You know, St. Francis today, and then they've still got Iwu, and they've still got Marian, and they've still got Bethel. So Grace is a team that can really play spoiler. They just dug themselves a deep hole.
Zach Miller tied for 7th all-time now in three-point shooting behind Brian Bechtel and Ryan Bales. Next up on the list in the single-season threes will be Josh Weimer is the guy who's leading the charge there. But Andrew Bowen sent me some notes through Robbie Lightfoot, and it's amazing what this Bethel team has done. They're currently ranked number 9 in the Massey ratings, and they're 17th in the NEI. They're one of 2 teams in the NEI Division II shooting above 50% from the field, 40% from the arc, while also holding their opponents under 42% and under 33%. The only other team is number 18 Southern Oregon. Also, they're one of 3 teams in the NEI Division II that has made more free throws than their opponents have attempted. Now, I know I hate to bring back bad memories.
Indiana, Bob Knight, I got you.
Bob Knight won 3 national championships and a ton of wins with that formula. I still think it's the most important formula that seldom gets overlooked, and I think that this team it needs to get to the line. But then, once again, you got to knock them down when you get there.
Yeah. And Ryan Benner came into today 34 points away from becoming the 24th pilot in program history to score at least 1,500 points. He's got 12 today, so 22 points away. He's scored 25 points on 6 or more occasions this season. That's the most since Superman. Will Walker did it 9 times back in 08 and 09. Paul, the Gates Automotive Group's been serving Michiana for over 85 years. The Gates promise of fairness, honesty, and integrity can be CHA at Gates Downtown, Gates Chevy World Mishawaka, Gates Toyota Scion South Bend, Gates Ireland Road, and Gates of Granger. For 85 years, Gates dealerships have been providing great growth opportunities for all of its employees. If you're interested in becoming one of our team members, stop by our family-owned and operated business. For more information on Gates Automotive Group, check out the website at www.gatesautomotive.com.
Bethel will have Patrick Edding, Ryan Benner, Travis Smith, Matt Schaus, and Zach Miller. Pilots once again decked out, white shorts, white jerseys, blue numbers trimmed in gray. Marian University decked out in the navy blue shorts with the gold trim. And we'll switch sides this time. The Pilots will be shooting from right to left on your screen. Marian, conversely, will be moving from left to right.
Coach, before the half there, Coach Lickleitner waited for everybody to leave the floor so he could have some words to the officials. If you remember back to that game down at Marian, Pilots were 7-point trailers late in the game, and Coach Lickleitner picked up a technical foul, gave it on a 3-point attempt, I believe, or shortened it after, so gave the Pilots a chance. They missed some free throws, so Marian was able to hang on, but it'll be interesting to see if he can keep his composure, keep himself out of trouble with the officials this half.
Aaron Evans, Jason Riley, Chad Roberts, Nick Ashiel, and Jake Stafford are on the floor from the visitors from the Circle City. To inbound the basketball will be Nick Ashiel as Marian moves from left to right now.
Pilots will continue to switch all screens according to the coaches at halftime.
Aaron Evans goes left side now to Chad Roberts. Back out here to Drew Adams. Or check that to Aaron Evans, excuse me. Inside of the low post now here to Stafford. He backs in. He finds Riley cutting down the lane. Left it short. Riley kept it alive and slapped it out.
Offensive rebound.
Yep. One of the few they've had today. Aaron Evans on the hard dribble. Still on the right side. Crosses over down the left side of the lane. Keeps it out high in here to Stafford. Stafford on the crossover. I thought he traveled.
I thought he traveled too. And he's going to get an and one opportunity. Going to be 3 fouls on Pat Edding.
So a nice play by Stafford on the dribble drive. Gets his club within 11. And with an old-fashioned 3-point play here, Marian right back in the contest now. Courtesy of the Jake Stafford drive.
6 points now for Jake.
The right-hander from Mount Vernon. His free throw is no good. So it's a 38-27 Bethel lead.
Coach is going to leave Pat in to play through those 3 fouls.
Here's Schaus going inside to Pat Edding. Pat goes inside, missed the shot, and Stafford the rebound. He didn't square up.
No, he did not.
Jason Riley with the ball now for Marian here on the right wing, looking for some help. Hands it off now to Aaron Evans. Evans looking for some help, comes back out time here to Nick Ashiel. Over on the far wing now is Chad Roberts as he engages out here to the top now to Riley. Back to Evans. Evans fakes on the crossover, spins inside the lane, bounce pass over here to Stafford. Stafford backing in on Edding. Looking, driving, shot, scoring. 38-29 in favor as Jake Stafford scores again.
Just using his big body there to...
Here's Pat Edding driving down the lane, and he lost the handle on it.
Yeah, 2 possessions thrown off. Stafford just used that big upper body to go strong to the basket. So Gerber's going to check in for Pat and see if it's going to have Brandon with 2 fouls going against Stafford.
Here's Jason Riley over the timeline now, putting on the brakes. Goes left side now here to Aaron Evans. Evans on the far wing. Looks, goes inside now to Stafford. 1-on-1 against Gerber. Shovels it over here to Riley. Riley inside the lane. Slaps it out here to the right side now to Roberts. Roberts stops as he on the dribble drive inside the paint, but now re-engage the offense foul line extended left now. Now here to the top of the circle now. Aaron Evans, Roncalli High School. Pull up 14-footer to the right of the block. Good. 38-31, 6 unanswered coming out of the break now for the Knights.
Such a nice player. Aaron Evans keeping his composure. Shot clock winding down. Little pull-up jumper.
Back here is Schaus. Left side now to Travis Smith. Smith looks here now to the left elbow now to Gerber. Back to the right wing now to Schaus. Inside to Ryan Benner. Benner turns and squares. They're backing in on a shield. Shot across the lane. Off the rim. No good. A rebound is grabbed by Chad Roberts. Here's Riley on the drive. Shot from the left side. Scores. 38-33. 8 unanswered to start the half now for the Knights.
It's a real good start to the half for Marian. Poor job by the Pilots getting back in transition defense.
Schaus left side now to Benner. Matt Schaus needs to get on track here offensively. Matt on the dribble. Goes right side now to Gerber. Oh, they got a mismatch inside now.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to feed Matt.
Here's Miller, top of the circle for 3.
Or did
41-33. Zach Miller at the 17:05 mark.
Matt Schaus posting up to 5'8" Riley's option B. Zach Miller for 26 feet. How's option A?
Chad Roberts back out to the top now to Nick Ashiel. Back here to Aaron Evans. Evans inside the low post out of Stafford. He's double teamed, and he just drives. Shot no good. It tipped up and in by Evans. Evans taking over the ball game now. 41-35. 16:40 to go.
Stafford just running Brandon over on that one. 10 points now for Stafford.
Smith,
now they're going to call offense foul. It's amazing that Stafford can just run Gerber over, and now Travis Smith's going to get called for throwing his body around. 3 fouls on Travis.
Aaron Evans, Jake Stafford bringing the club back now. And Stafford really starting to assert himself now. Here is Riley here at the top now. Still on the circle. Goes right side now to Ashiel. Ashiel back out here to Evans. Aaron on the drive, and he is fouled on the hand check.
Yep. It's amazing. And I'm not saying that's not a foul. I'm just saying that foul's not been called consistently all night. So it's going to be 3 fouls on Gerber.
3rd foul of the half on the Pilots. No fouls have been whistled on Marian the entire half. Here, we're 4 minutes into it. I can't believe that. Here's Riley here in between the rings now on the hard dribble. Now he'll go to the left side now to Ashiel. Back out to Stafford at the top. Right side now to Riley. Back to Evans at the free throw line. Aaron drives and scores.
Ashiel just drove Matt Schaus right out of the lane there to free up that lane for Evans to get to the basket.
41-37 in favor of the Pilots. Pilots, are they going to fade here on this winter afternoon? Here's Zach Miller loading up the three-point shot and knocking it down. 44-37. Zach Miller says, I don't think so. Not so fast, my friend.
Zach sitting with 12 points now, 3 3-pointers on the day. Has not missed a shot today.
With the basketball here, top of the ring now.
Pilots going zone defense maybe? Nope.
Now here is Evans loading up the 3 off the rim, and Travis Smith the rebound.
You got Zach attack this.
Travis over the timeline now, spins, finds Zach Miller. Miller will load up the 3 off the cylinder, no good.
He didn't square up on that one at all. That was he forced that one. But when you shoot like Zach, You can get away with that.
Jason Riley hands it off now here to Aaron Evans.
2-3 zone defense.
Back over here to the right side now to Riley. High post pass here to Ashiel on the right side now to Roberts. Roberts back out to Evans at the top of the ring now. Evans goes left side now to Riley. Riley.
Pilots jump man-to-man on the first pass there, Paul.
Back over here to Ashiel. Ashiel with the drive down the lane. Had it slapped away, and Riley saves it. Riley spins. I thought he traveled. And the shot clock in and out, no good, and Gerber the rebound.
And that possession gave him fits there because they went zone look, went back to a man-to-man, and so Marian had nothing fluid there. You got Gerber on Riley. You got to get the ball inside.
Here's Matt Schaus here at the top of the ring now. Goes right side now to Zach Miller. Miller looking for some help. Backs it out of harm's way now to Smith. Back to Ryan Benner. Ryan Benner here on the near wing, and a foul call on Chad Roberts.
It's going to be his third.
As he put one up underneath the chin that time of Travis Smith. And that's the media timeout. Pilots at the 14:21 mark of the second half lead the Marian Knights 44-37. We'll be right back after this short timeout on Regional Radio Sports.
There's always a moment of truth where it's either put up or shut up. We were yelling our hearts out. Even in our weakness, even in our pain, we continued to push. I don't know where the pain went to, but all I know is that I had what it took. I am a United States Marine.
PFC Darrell Willis serves his country as a Marine. Will you? Visit Marines.com or call 1-800-MARINES.
I want to thank our friends over at Gates Automotive. Check out the new Gates of Granger on State Road 23 in Granger. Gates of Granger is a full-service shop for all brands and models with their state-of-the-art base paint and body shop. You can't go wrong when it's time for your detailing work. At the Gates of Granger, you can also see the top 10 models of pre-owned cars, pickups, SUVs, and vans. Gates Automotive Group celebrating 85 years of integrity.
I think this is a very important offensive sequence here for Bethel. Coach, I don't know what you think. They've, with that last three-point basket by Zach Miller, they've come down with a defensive stop, and if they can come back with 5 unanswered or 6, that certainly would help their cause. Here's Matt Schaus. Right side now here to Gerber. Gerber waits for some help, comes back to Schaus.
I think Gerber can take Stafford off the dribble if they can isolate him, try and get a third foul on Stafford.
Here's Zach Miller, top of the circle now to Travis Smith, goes left side now to Benner. Benner on the step out, on the circle drive. Goes out to Zach Merrill, lobs it inside to Gerber. Gerber, double teamed, looks for some help, comes back to Schaus with 12. Matt on the drive, stops, pulls up from 19, off the iron, no good. Rebound, Ashiel for Marian.
It's a good shot.
Yep.
Good shot for Matt, but I'd much rather see him get something going to the basket.
Riley with the basketball, hands it off now here to Chad Roberts. Left side on the wing now to Evans. Evans inside to the high post now here to the big man Stafford. Stafford, he traveled, no call. Comes back to Ashiel. His three-point shot is off the rim, no good. And Brandon Gerber out hustles Stafford for the rebound. Up quickly to Benner. Benner now to Schaus and drive, and he scores.
Great lead pass by Matt Schaus and fouled it. Good find by Benner. 6 points for Matt. Full court press here for the first time for the Pilots. A little 2-2-1 press.
Chad Roberts goes right side now to Evans, now to Stafford at the top. Foregoes that drive and goes to the far wing now to Riley.
2-3 zone now.
Chad Roberts goes to the high post to Stafford. Back here to Aaron Evans. Evans goes around a Stafford screen at the top. Now goes to the left side wing now to Riley. Riley engages back to the left side now to Evans. And over here to Ashiel. His baseline shot rattles around and in from 14. 46-39 in favor of the Pilots. 12:51 to go in this second half of play.
8 points for Nick today. That's a nice little short corner jump shot.
Gerber here at the top. Hands it off now to Ryan Benner. Benner will forego the drive around the right side. Goes back to Schaus and now into the near corner now to Gerber. Gerber one-on-one against Ashiel. Looking, goes inside here to Matt. Matt brings that on the near wing. Matt Schaus with the drive inside with the left hand, and he scores. 48-39 taken.
That's a nice
Aaron Evans off the drive that time.
That's a nice switch. 8 points for Matt. Nice job of switching to the left hand using the glass.
Here is the ball into the corner. Riley back out here to Roberts. Back here to the far wing now to Aaron Evans. Inside to Stafford. Stafford spins, and he traveled with the basketball.
Yep. And the Pilots went man-to-man that possession.
Timeout, Marian University. 12 minutes and 7 seconds remain in regulation. Marian with a timeout here. Our coverage of Bethel College basketball brought to you in part our friends at the Gates Automotive Group.
Did you know that the Gates Automotive Group is the #1 seller of pre-owned vehicles in Michiana? Gates sells more, which means Gates can give you more for your trade-in. Stop by any of our locations at Gates Downtown, Gates Chevy World Mishawaka, Gates Toyota Scion South Bend, Gates Island Road, and Gates of Granger. The Gates Automotive Group has been serving Michiana for over 85 years.
Good win for Jody Martinez as Lady Pilots coach.
Yeah, they needed one. They played real well against some good teams, but haven't been able to pull out a win. And so that's nice for Jody to make that long bus trip. It makes for a much more.
Yeah, they were pretty bad on
Wednesday
against St. Francis, and they came out of the gate slow. And nonetheless, wholesale substitutions really for Bethel. A pair of guys in from the freshman class, Caleb Ochin and Ryan Wasink. Wasink with 9+ minutes in that first half, and you can really tell that he's a little bit behind in the conditioning because he had not played a 9 minutes first half in ages, if at all.
Now, and for Marian, you've got a Shield and Evans and Riley who have not left the floor all game. And I get Stafford yelling at Coach Lightfoot. I'm not sure what that was all about over here.
With the basketball here, Zach Miller. A little give and go to Ryan Benner. His three-point shot is good.
Yeah, they just don't switch the screen roll very well. That's 15 for Ryan.
11:51 to go. Bethel has extended their advantage to 51-39. Here's Riley at the top of the ring now. Hedges up a screen, gives way to Evans. He loads up the 19-footer. Karam's off the iron, and then the rebound is knocked out of bounds, and it goes off of Caleb.
I'm not sure why Caleb grabbed that. It was hit out of bounds by Marian. He must not have recognized what was going on there.
And Stafford to inbound the basketball in front of Travis Smith's father over there on the far side.
Looking dapper in the old suit and tie today.
Top of the circle now, Riley for Marian. Goes left side now to Aaron Evans, guarded by Benner. Foul line extended left. Looking. Goes now to Stafford in the low post. One-on-one against Wasink. Backing in. Goes here to Riley. Riley drives down the lane. Shot good. 51-41 as Riley scores. Back the other way, Zach Miller.
It's not going to make Coach happy. Two mistakes there by Caleb Ochin. First chasing the ball out of bounds and then getting beat baseline.
Here's Miller. A little screen and roll now to Benner. Benner saves it, but we're into the wrong color jersey. Here is Roberts on the drive. Into the corner now here to Evans. His three-point shot is good. 51-44. 10:54 to go. The Knights in the midst of a 5-0 run now.
19 for Evans. Put a star next to that one, Paul, because that should have been 3 points for Benner, and it's 3 going the other way. So we'll see how that plays out.
Give and go. Here's Matt Schaus with the drive. A spinning running header is good. 53-44. Matt Schaus has stepped up his offensive input or output, excuse me.
That's 10 for Matt. That's a tough one right there.
Ball here in the right corner now. Nick Ashiel comes back here to the right side now to Riley. Jason Riley. Cross court sitting now here to Aaron Evans. Evans at the top of the ring now. Guarded by Wasink. Will load up the 19-footer. It carries into the corner where Roberts stole the rebound from Zach Miller. Back to Ashiel. That's one that you can't allow to happen right there.
That's a bad possession right there for Zach. He's got to get that one.
Here is the basketball in the hands of Riley. Comes back out to Ashiel in between the circles. Ashiel goes right side now here to Aaron Evans. Evans looking, still on the hard dribble. Fakes right, goes now to the top now to Roberts. Swinging it to Riley on the far wing. Riley spins inside, stops, puts on the brakes.
He traveled. Yes, he picked his
back to Ashiel. His 30-footer is no good, and the Pilots, Matt Schaus with the rebound. Matt over the timeline now. Hawked out there by Roberts. Goes to the high post right block now here to Ryan Benner. He turns and squares. He's backing in. Ryan, fade away, 14-footer. Karam's off the iron. Aaron Evans the rebound for the Knights.
Didn't need that one. Ashiel's done a good job defending Ryan. No need to force it.
Here is Evans with a drive down the lane and a timeout, Marian University at the 9:24 mark. We'll give you a game reset when we come out of the timeout. Knights, a 53-44 trailer here on the road to the Bethel Pilots. We'll be right back after this on Regional Radio Sports.
Hi again, it's me, Sarah. I just got a text from TCU that means my first paycheck got deposited. I can't wait to treat myself. Of course, Mom and Dad want me to save, and thanks to TCU Everyday Savings, I can. Every time I use my TCU Debit MasterCard, TCU rounds my purchase up to the next dollar and moves the change to my savings. So I can spend a little and still save. Visit TCUnet.com to start owning your financial future. Teachers Credit Union deposits are federally insured by the NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back here on Regional Radio Sports. Paul Condry with Mark Gardner. Paul Condry making niceties with the officials here today, Coach. Did you see that?
Yeah.
For the record?
I don't know.
For the record, Coach.
He must not know who you are.
That's right.
He doesn't know what you say when he's not standing next to you, but you guys got along with your old friend.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. 53-44, Bethel, 9:24 to go. The reset here into the guests from Indianapolis have only committed one foul. That could really play into their advantage here in 11 minutes. The Pilots with only 3. The alternating possession arrow favors the Bethel Pilots. In the timeout scenario, the Pilots have 5, and the Knights have 3. That'll give you a game reset here, courtesy of Tanya Condry, the always knowing eye of what's going on here at center court.
Possession arrow towards your Pilots. You may have said that while I was looking at my stat sheet.
I did, but that's okay.
3 fouls on the Pilots, and those were early. If you remember, right out of the gate, we had 3 quick fouls. Pat picked up one, and Travis picked up one, and so both teams staying out of foul trouble.
Stafford to inbound the basketball next to head coach Todd Licklider. And he comes out here to the top now, here to Riley. Jason Riley, product of Franklin Central High School on the south side of Indianapolis. Goes left side now to Evans. Evans at the top. Crosses over on Wasink. Fade away 14-footer. In and out, no good. Benner tips it over here to Ochin and Wasink, and they corral the rebound. That was one that the Knights really needed.
Yeah, Matt's got to attack, and there's 4 fouls. That's going to be 4 fouls, and Roberts, he's been all over Matt. Matt's got to attack that.
And Roberts,
of course,
the foul gives his team the second now.
If you ask Roberts, he's not committed a foul all day.
And quickly off the bench, 6-foot senior Drew Adams. One thing that's interesting about the Knights, several of the guys have gone with the beard look. I like that.
I like that too.
Here is Matt Schaus at the top of the ring now. Just kind of partial to that.
Yeah.
Here's Ochin on the far wing. Screen and roll, not a Benner. Benner for 3, good.
They don't handle that screen roll well. If Bethel makes a better pass a little while back, Benner gets another 3. That's 18 for Ryan.
Pilots leading 56-44 now.
This is one of those where if it's not broke, don't fix it. Go back to the same play.
Riley at the top. The left side now to a Shield. Back to the top now to Stafford. Swings it right side now to Jason Riley. Riley looking. Comes out now top here to Aaron Evans. Evans jump pass out here to Ashiel at the top. Ashiel on the crossover and a foul called on Benner. That's a good call.
It
was. He grabbed him.
It's a good call, but it's a better call if the official makes it and not the coach. That's the frustrating thing. You have Leckleitner out here telling him what to call. The whistle was late. There was a hand check. The whistle was late.
Nick Ashiel, South Bend Riley product, 6'3 senior, to inbound the basketball to the right of the lane. Goes out here to Stafford into the corner to Ashiel. His 3-point shot is in and out of the cylinder. Ryan Wasink the rebound. Now here to Benner. Streaks up the right sideline. Puts on the brakes. Goes back to Matt Schaus at the top. Pilots at the 8:15 mark will engage with a 56-44 lead. Ochin on the crossover. Goes right side now to Benner. Benner on the dribble. Stops. Jump pass to Ochin. The southpaw for 3. Good. 59-44. Mr. Offense off the bench. And something that I failed to point out at halftime, the Pilot bench, timeout Marian University. The Bethel bench outscored Marian in the first half 14-0. And that continues here today in the second 20 minutes as the Bethel Pilots have a 59-44 lead with 7:52 to go. Now, Coach, now, in my opinion, it's 17-0 now. You've got to keep the pedal to the metal now here at the Pilots. You cannot even remotely let your foot off the gas here.
You're right there, Paul. And I know Coach is telling them, hey, 8 minutes to go, and this is a 2-point game. Forget what the scoreboard says. It's a 2-point game. Let's finish this thing. And so you want to stay active, you want to stay aggressive, you want to keep running everything you're running. We've seen those last 2 possessions, Marian just struggling with the screen and roll. And so Benner was able to get to the basket because of the switch, and Adams couldn't handle him, so they had the help on him, and that leaves Ochin wide open for 3, and we know that Caleb's going to knock that down.
The Knights have got the lead, that 20-point Bethel lead, down to 4 at the 16-minute mark at 41-37. Then Zach Miller came a-calling, followed by a pair of Matt Schaus field goals. And the next thing you know, the Pilots have extended the advantage back to 59-44. Hey, congratulations goes out to Jody Martinez, Chris Hess, Natalie Young, and the women's team. A big win today on the road in the Circle City as Marian lost to Bethel Lady Pilots 76-75. And they're basically playing for their playoff lives at this stage. They need to finish the season really to get a chance to go to the NCCAA National Tournament.
Pilots had 3 3-pointers in the first half. They already have 5 here in the second half.
Ball on the far wing now. as Drew Adams is in the ball game now here. And they need a three-point shooting. Here's Stafford.
There's a mismatch.
Big mismatch. Goes out here to Riley. His 14-foot shot is good. 59-46 in favor of the Pilots.
That's 10 points for Riley, and comes into the game averaging 7.2. So.
Here's Ochin on the far wing now. Looking for some help. Hedge it off a screen. Goes back to Smith at the top of the ring. Now back to Ochin on the far wing. Ochin, the southpaw for three. Off the front of the iron. No good. Ochin tries to save it, but Aaron Evans is there. May not be the shot. Yes or no?
No, that's not the offense. That's the guy who hit his last one, and he's trying to get another one. Didn't need that one. That's a freshman mistake right there.
And he is grimacing on the floor for whatever reason. Here's the ball on the far side now. Drew Adams. Left side now to Aaron Evans. Evans. Oh, a big mismatch inside now.
Stafford on Caleb.
And here's Ochin with the steal. Over here to Benner. Benner over the timeline now. And he'll forego the break, and he'll kick it back out here to Schaus, and Schaus will engage. Matt with the drive down the lane.
That's a block.
And a blocking foul called on Drew Adams of Marian University, and that will send Matt to the charity stripe. I think they're going to say it's a pass. Okay.
Yeah, he passed it, but Adams was late getting there. That's a good call. Well, how about Caleb Ochin defending Stafford there, getting around front and getting the turnover, making up for the bad shot.
I was going to say, and a rare break for Aaron Evans.
That first time he's come off the floor today.
So I'm going to write that down. 6:47. We'll see how long Todd Licklider keeps him out of the contest. Not for long, I can assure you. He wants to have him fresh for the home stretch here now. 6:40 to go in the ball game. 59-46. Here's Ochin on the far wing on the crossover. Stops. Looks for some help. Hedges up a screen. Jump pass here to Schaus. Schaus at the top. Looks for some help. Still on the baseline drive. 15-footer no good. Ochin the rebound. Tipped it up and in.
Great job by Caleb. Being in the right place, the right time, working hard. 8 points today for Caleb. Here comes another timeout, Marian. That's going to be their fifth.
And Caleb Ochin with a nice play inside. And the Pilots at the 6:17 mark take another timeout. Now keep in mind now, Marian with only one timeout remaining in the ball game.
Yeah, these are teaching moments for Coach Licklider. He's just using this to talk to his team about getting outworked by Caleb Ochin. The Gates promise of fairness, honesty, and integrity can be seen in action each day by the Gates family with their involvement in the local community. The Gates family has been actively involved with many of our local churches, colleges, and universities. The Gates Automotive Group is family owned and operated and has been serving Michiana for over 85 years.
Pilots, Caleb Ochin scored the last 5 points. And it's just a team of many heroes on Wednesday. I think you can say the same thing. You got your core group that are very, very solid, and you're going to get with those. But when the bench comes in and as productive as they are now with 19 points, outscoring the Marian bench 19-0. And look at our lead right now, 61-46.
And you go back to when the Pilots traveled down to Marian. Caleb had 200 or 300 family and friends. That was a homecoming game for Caleb, and he was held scoreless. Played with a lot of energy and struggled to get the ball in the basket. And so it's nice to see him come out today and play with more confidence and play like we know he's capable of playing.
Bethel lost 77-70 back to Marian on the 11th of January. And Pilots hoping to avenge that, and it could be a Marian sweep for the men and women if they're able to take care of business here today at home here in the next 6:05. With the ball here on the near wing now, Drew Adams goes into the right corner now to Riley, back to Adams, back out to the top now to Chris Roberts. He gives the way to Ashiel. Ashiel drives from the left block, no good. Rebound, Ryan Benner. And then Matt Schaus walks it over the timeline on the right sideline, and he'll take some time and run some clock. Now Zach Miller is back in the ballgame for BC. As a matter of fact, the starting lineup is in with the exception of Ryan Wassink. And here's Wassink with the ball on the right block. Comes back out here now to Smith, and the back now to Schaus. 5.5 to go, 15 on the shot clock. Here's Benner with the drive, and he's fouled by Stafford.
Stafford fouled Wassink. The Pilots doing a lot of this without Pat Edding. Pat's been sitting for a while. And we haven't seen Michael Mislin here in the second half either.
Well, Ryan Wassink, we certainly know his upside.
Yeah.
And Coach, you told me from day one when you saw him play in the preseason that he has got a great upside because of his range.
You got to get him right now. He's got to post up there against 5'8" Roberts.
Matt goes left side now here to Wassink. Now over to Stafford. Or Stafford tries to play in on the defense, excuse me. Now back to Matt here with 5:17 to go. Now to Smith. Now here's Wassink handing it off to Schaus. Schaus on the dribble, baseline cut off. Back here to Wassink on the near wing. Ryan jumps up and he traveled the basketball.
Yeah, he did.
And once again, some freshman mistakes by Ochin, and and Wasink, and you can live with that.
Yep, coach encouraging him, letting him know it's okay. Good effort, good idea. 8 turnovers now for the Pilots.
So Marian to move from left to right, a 61-46 trailer. As Jason Riley, the 5'8 junior guard, has the ball. Double high offense here now by the Knights. As we still haven't seen Aaron Evans. Here's the three-point shot. Is a brick that time by Chris Robertson. And here comes Aaron Evans. So Aaron Evans went in at the 6:47 mark, and he's going to come back at the next dead ball. So he got basically a good 5 minutes of actual time and about nearly 3 minutes of game time.
We might need to check the backboard on that one. There might have been damage left from that one.
Here's Schaus, high post pass now here to Benner. Waits for a cutter. Now Schaus, right elbow, spins baseline, right block, he scores. 63-46. Matt Schaus with a solid second 20.
12 points for Matt, and he just took Chris Roberts to the rack like he was nothing.
Here is Riley with the ball. 16-footer straight on, no good rebound. Schaus comes out of nowhere for the carom. And I'm going to tell you right now, the Pilots starting to flex their proverbial muscles now, Coach.
Isn't it nice when you have a point guard that can come down and help you lead the team in rebounding?
It's kind of an amazing scenario. Yeah. It really is. Here's Travis Smith, foul line extended left, comes back out to Schaus. We got a mismatch inside again. Matt goes left side now to Travis Smith. Smith on the dribble. Low post now here to Ryan Benner. Benner spins, shoots, scores. Oh, it went in and out. My apologies.
Yep.
That was, ball was halfway down the cylinder. Here's Riley over the timeline now. Broadcaster's curse, my apologies.
That was everything you wanted offensively. Good pass, good spin move, and just in and out.
Riley, double stack offense here. Left and right elbows. Right side now to Stafford. Stafford drives baseline. Nice cutoff that time by Ryan Wasing. Back out to the top now to Chris Roberts. His shot on the way, good from three. 63-49. Timeout Marian University with 3 minutes and 16 seconds to go in regulation. That is Marian's final timeout. Once again, our coverage today presented by the Gates Automotive Group.
Gates Automotive Group has been serving Michiana for over 85 years. Gates' promise of fairness, honesty, and integrity can be seen each day at Gates Downtown, Gates Chevy World Mishawaka, Gates Toyota Scion South Bend, Gates Ireland Road, and Gates of Granger. For 85 years, Gates dealerships have been providing great growth opportunities for their employees. If you're interested in becoming one of the team members, stop by the family-owned and operated business. For more information, check out the website at www.gatesautomotive.com. Running $39.95 front end alignment special right now, $99.95 for brake pads.
All right, game reset, courtesy of the Gates Automotive Group. 3 minutes and 16 seconds to go in regulation. Bethel 63, Marian 49. 4 fouls have been called on each ball club. The alternating possession arrow favors the home team from Mishawaka, Indiana. Marian University with no timeouts remaining. The Bethel Pilots certainly comfortable with 4, or check that 5 in the hand. As we come here to the home stretch, that'll be Zach Miller along with Matt Schaus, Ryan Wasink, Ryan Benner, and Travis Smith. Marian will come back with Stafford, Aaron Evans, Jason Riley, Chad Roberts, and Nick Ashiel.
We've not seen Landon Booker this half. I've not seen Michael Mislin this half. And I've seen very little of Pat Edding this half. Yet the Pilots have a 14-point lead.
Schaus over the timeline now. Left side now here to Benner. And they're going to extend the four-corner offense now. Here's Travis Smith back out here to Matt Schaus. Matt goes foul line extended right now here to Wasink. Back to Matt here in between the circles. Matt goes left side now to Miller. Miller on the drive. Shovels it over to Wasink. 12-foot baseline shot. Good. 65-49. Ryan Wasink.
Great job by Zach attacking the basket and drawing the help side defense.
Here is Aaron Evans with the ball. Back out here to Ashiel. Ashiel hedges off a screen from Stafford. Ashiel down the right side of the lane, running one-hander. Good. 65. That's a tough shot that time by Ashiel with 2:31 to go in regulation.
10 points for Nick.
Schaus over the timeline now. One-on-one against Aaron Evans. On the hard dribble. Goes right side now here to Zach Miller. Back over here on the near side to Ryan Benner. Benner here at the 45-foot mark. Goes down to the high post to Wasink. Wasink fakes the pass back door. Back to Travis, and they'll run some more clock. We're now at the 2:05 mark. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Matt Schaus with the drive. Off-balance right-hander. It's nothing but the bottom of the net. 67-51. Matt just elevated over everyone that time.
14 points for Matt, following up that great performance at St. Francis on Wednesday night.
Here's Aaron Evans with a running one-hander. Banks from the right side, no good. Tipped up, and a foul whistle that time on Stafford as he shoved Ryan Benner into March.
And it's a good job by the pilots. These Marian players take after their coaches. A lot of talking to the officials. If they focus more on the game, they might be doing a little better. 4 fouls on Stafford.
Ochin coming back into the ballgame now, and Travis Smith will get some bench time. Boy, some key minutes by the 2 freshmen here.
1-3-1 defense here for Marian.
Getting some time against a team that comes in ranked number 24 in the country. As Gerber's also going to come into the ballgame. Here is Benner at the free throw line. Back out to Schaus, left side now to Ochin. Ochin back out here to Schaus. 92 seconds to go in the ballgame. The Pilots en route to their 7th straight win now. Here is Benner. Back out here to Schaus with 10. 80 seconds to go. Schaus on the right-hand dribble. Wrap around to the low post, and it was kicked away by Marian. And 5 seconds on the shot clock.
That'll reset it to 15 with the kick.
Yep, it will. Thank you, Coach. 1:18 to go in the ball game. Miller comes out. Benner comes out. And Schaus to trigger the inbound to the right of the lane now. Comes over here now to Travis Smith. There's just a heads-up play by Matt Schaus. He threw it to a spot like a quarterback should.
Yep.
Ochin into the free throw line to Wasink. Back to Ochin. Ochin traveled with a basketball.
Going to be 8 turnovers on the Pilots.
70 seconds to go in the ball game. Pilots are going to improve to 21-5 with the win here today at home. Marian at the top of the ring. This will be Marian's, depending upon what the score happens here in the next 60 seconds, could be their biggest loss of the year. Here's Riley with a drive from the left block. He scores. 67-53 now. 56.5 seconds to go. Smith over the timeline now. Jump pass back to Matt here at the 45-foot mark right side. Now to Smith on the right sideline. Back out to Matt here at the semicircle right here on the Pilots logo. Around the back dribble. Matt bounced past to Wasting. 17-foot shot good. The freshman again.
8 points for Ryan, and all started that great behind-the-back dribble and Matt Schaus.
Here's Aaron Evans with a drive push-off. Drives down the lane, running one-hander up and under, and he scores. 69-55, 26 seconds to go. And
that's Coach Lightfoot just gave a big hand clap. I've never seen him show that much emotion. That's a big win for this Pilot team.
Travis Smith comes back here to Wasink, back to Ochin, and they're going to run out the clock, and that's going to do it. The Bethel College Pilots have won their 7th consecutive ball game. A convincing win here today against the Marian University Knights. And the final score here from the Gates Gymnasium, Bethel 69, Marian 55. Marion's most lopsided loss of the season comes here on the road. Marian drops to 13-5 overall. They are now 9-4 in the Crossroads League. We'll get some thoughts from some of the Bethel guys here. We'll get a thought from Ryan Wasink, who I thought played an outstanding ball game here today. And, of course, the Pilots improved to 21-5 and also improved to 10-4 in conference play. We've had a chance to talk to a lot of happy campers here in the campground. But freshman Ryan Wasink, congratulations, buddy, on a big win.
Thanks.
Give us a thought. Coach and I both thought that you were sucking dirty pond water out there trying to get up and down the floor because you've missed some time because of the surgery on your nose.
Yep, I had a surgery a couple weeks ago and finally got over that and got a cold, so it's just been a rough couple weeks just trying to fight through it and help out the team any way I can.
Well, Coach made a couple observations throughout the course of the year. You don't seem to show a lot of emotion on the floor. You always have an even-keeled temperament to you, which I think is really, really good for two things. Your opponent doesn't ever know you're frustrated if you are frustrated. And for you, it shows that you're confident in your game.
Yeah,
observations.
I just really try to stay level-headed. I don't want to let anything they do get to me. I know if I get frustrated and show it, it's going to affect how I play, and I don't want that. I just try to keep a level head and do the best I can.
Ryan, I think you've done a great job this year of adjusting. In high school, you're the guy that everybody's counted on. Here, it's a role. And we talked earlier in the other games that you just played good defense, and it didn't show up in the box score. And now you're scoring some more. You're having confidence. What's been the biggest adjustment for you going from high school to college?
Just the speed of the game, really. I was never one in high school to really, I need X amount of shots a game. I'm just trying to do whatever it takes to help my team out to win. So coming here, it's play good defense, get rebounds, and find open people. Just do whatever I can to help out.
When you guys are in the middle of that 3-game losing streak, and now on the backside of this, you've won 7 straight. I want you to tell me the difference in the confidence of the team during the 3-game losing streak compared to the confidence in the 7-game winning streak. Was there any?
I really think during the 3-game losing streak, we were thinking too much. We were overanalyzing things, trying to do too much and not just make the simple pass or make the simple bucket, just trying to do too much. So we really just focused on get back to what we really need to do, run, rebound, defend, and execute offense, and that's really what we've been trying to do.
Well, the bench today, I don't know what Tanya's final numbers were, but the last time I checked, the bench outscored it
21-0, I believe.
21-0. So you and Caleb and Book and everybody, congratulations. A great team win.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Once again, Ryan Wassink joined us here. Go enjoy your teammates back there. All right, buddy. Well, once again, thanks for everything. As what a great young man, very soft-spoken, and just as he is in the conversation, he is likewise on the floor. Once again, Marian University falls to 13-5 on the season, 9-4 in the league. The Pilots moved to 21-5 and 10-4, and the Pilots have won their 188th win in the history of the school here inside the Gates Gymnasium. Pilots also have recorded their 1,146th win. Pilots are now 9-2 on the season, and head coach Mike Lightfoot, congratulations, coach, on win number 705 to go with 260 losses. The Pilots win the contest here today. And in case you're just joining us, the Pilots trailed once today. They trailed 2-0 at the 1931 mark after a Ryan Benner three-point basket. At the 1907 mark of the first half, the Pilots never relinquished the lead. The Pilots' biggest watermark was in the first half when they had, at the 4:25 mark, Bethel had a 35-15 lead. Marian did a nice job of cutting that lead to 38-25 at the intermission. Marian actually closed the gap to 4 points at 41-37 at the 16-minute mark of the second half. But at the media timeout, after a Zach Miller field goal, three-point shot, Bethel flexed its muscles again with some play from Matt Schaus, Zach Miller, and they go on to win the ball game 69-55. Let's go over to Coach Mark Gardner with our final stats. Coach?
For Marian, Jake Stafford played 26 minutes, 4 for 6 from the field, 2 for 3 from the foul line, 7 rebounds, 10 points, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, and a block shot. Aaron Evans played 36 minutes, 8 for 19 from the field, 3 for 6 from the three-point line, 1 for 2 from the foul line, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and a steal. Jason Riley played all 40 minutes. He was 5 for 10 from the field, 2 for 2 from the foul line. He had 2 rebounds, 2 turnovers, and a steal to go along with his 12 points. Chad Roberts played 20 minutes, did not take a shot. He had 4 fouls, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Nick Ashiel played all 40 minutes, 4 for 11 from the field. He missed all 4 of his three-pointers, hit both of his free throws, 3 rebounds, 10 points, 1 steal. Drew Adams played 20 minutes, missed his only three-point attempt. He had 2 fouls. Chris Roberts played 3.5 minutes, 1 for 2 from three-point range for 3 points. Jess Chadwell played 14 minutes, had 1 rebound, 1 turnover, 2 steals. Team totals for Marian, 22 for 49 for 45% from the field, 4 for 13 for 31% from three-point range, 7 for 9. They only got 1 free throw attempt in the second half, 78%. They had 20 rebounds, 6 on the offensive end, 7 assists, 7 turnovers, 1 block, 5 steals.
All right, let's go here now to assistant coach Tony Natale. He spent some time with us here in the post-game show. Coach, first of all, congratulations on a very important win. And how about the Bethel bench today, outscoring Marian 23-0?
Yeah, our bench did a great job. I felt like in the first half they gave us a huge lift when we needed it. Thought specifically Caleb Ojen had a great game for us, and Ryan Wassink gave us great minutes. So good to see 2 freshmen step up. We're going to need them.
Yeah, there's no question about it. But I thought also the fact that you took the lead at 3-2 at 19:07 and never looked back. They cut the lead. You had a 20-point advantage at 25-15. They cut the lead to 4. But then you just kind of regroup. The basketball's a game of runs, and then of course the juniors do what the juniors do. Schaus and Miller, and of course the senior Benner. Well, I tell you what, when you put those three guys to work on the offensive end, it's a tough team to beat.
Yeah, we had to execute on both ends today, and Marian's a great team. They're tough to prepare for because they do so many things well. They're so disciplined, and so they're tough. They present a lot of problems for us, but I thought offensively those guys did a great job. We were patient, which was good for us, and defensively I thought we just did a fantastic job.
Well, let's look at the standings now, because right now with the Pilot win, you put you at 10-4. And you have Huntington.
Huntington won today.
Huntington won today, so now you're at 10-4. So we have a battle of 10-4 teams coming up against Huntington on the road. Always a very, very difficult place to play. I don't have a lot of really neat memories from playing over there in the Marian Athletic Complex. So let's talk about how you're been on the avenge the loss roll right now. So what do you got to do to win on Tuesday night against Huntington University?
I think the biggest thing is we got to take care of ourselves, and I think we've done a good job of that through the 7 games, and just we prepared for other teams, but we got to take care of ourselves and worry about ourselves. And same thing happens on Monday. We got to come out and tighten up a little bit. There's some things offensively that we're not doing quite right, and put our game plan together defensively, and we should be fine. We just got to, Huntington's a great team and very well coached team. They got a lot of weapons. It'll be a tremendous challenge.
Good luck. Congratulations on the big win. Win. 7 consecutive wins for the Bethel College Pilots, as they have really, really turned it on as they've hit the home stretch here in the Crossroads League. And, of course, if you look at the rest of the Crossroads League schedule for the Bethel College Pilots, they'll have Huntington, followed by a road game at Huntington, a home game against Mount Vernon and Nazarene, a away game at Taylor, and then they welcome home longtime rival Grace. So a tough road to hoe here for the Pilots, but certainly if they play like they played today and play to their capabilities like they played in the last 7 games, this Pilot team has certainly sent a message to the NAIA, especially to all the Raiders. In addition to that, all the people who are going to, if the team doesn't win the conference out or doesn't win the conference tournament, that they should be one I think of 4 teams that should be going back to Branson, Missouri.
Yeah, there's no
reason. You ready
reason.
to go to Branson again?
Oh, my goodness. I am ready to go to Branson again. Yes, my wife and I were just talking about that today. She's trying to save her vacation for when she has the baby, but it's real tough to not take a week and head to Branson. It's so fun. Such great memories down there.
It is. Your final thoughts on the game?
You want to go some Pilot stats?
Yes.
Let's go Pilot stats here since Coach and Tally interrupted us. Travis Smith, 23 minutes played. He had 3 rebounds, 3 fouls, and a turnover. Again, no stats offensively, but he does a great job out there for Bethel. Matt Schaus, 37 minutes, 6 for 9 from the field, 2 for 2 from the foul line, 14 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds, only 1 turnover. Zach Miller, 32 minutes, 4 for 5 from the field, 3 for 4 from three-point range. He hit his only free throw, 12 points, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 2 rebounds. Ryan Benner in 37 minutes, 7 for 15 from the field, 3 for 4 behind the arc, 1 for 2 from the line, 18 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists. Pat Edding only played 10.5 minutes today, 1 for 2 from the field, 3 rebounds, 2 points, and assists and a turnover. Caleb Ochin in 16 minutes was 3 for 4 from the field, 2 for 3 from behind the arc, 2 rebounds, 8 points, and assists and 2 steals. Landon Booker in 9 minutes, 1 for 1 from the field, 1 for 2 from the foul line, 3 points, 2 rebounds, and assists. Brandon Gerber, 8.5 minutes played, 1 for 1 from the field, 2 points to go along with 2 rebounds. Michael Mislin, 6 minutes played. He hit his only shot and had 2 rebounds. And Ryan Wassink, 21 minutes off the bench, 4 for 5 from the field, 8 points to go along with an assist and 4 rebounds. Team totals 28 for 43, 65%, 8 for 11 from behind the arc, 73%, 5 for 7 from the foul line for 71%, 24 total rebounds, only 2 on the offensive end, but 16 assists, 10 turnovers, 4 steals for your Pilots.
All right, that's going to do it for the broadcast. Once again, thanks to Brad Brink for great work with the camera and all the video. And once again, we'll be back with you again on Tuesday. Coach and I will be over at the Marian Athletic Complex. We'll battle of a couple ranked teams. We'll go at it again. It seems like that's become an ongoing theme right now. I'm guessing that Bethel is going to move up in the rankings. Huntington, I'm sure, is probably going to be right around the same. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that kind of plays itself out. It's really kind of a moot point. It's all what happens in the next 4 or 5 games, what's going to determine the seedings in the Crossroads League postseason tournament, as well as the trip to Branson on the line. So the Pilots, with winners of 7 consecutive ball games, will be hitting the road on Tuesday. That's going to do it for our broadcast here today. Once again, Marian drops to 13-5 overall, 9-4 in the Crossroads League. Bethel wins its 7th consecutive game. They now improved to 21-5 and 10-4 in the Crossroads League. Our coverage of college basketball today, certainly want to thank our friends at the Gates Automotive Group for their tremendous support of high school and college sports on regional radio sports. Kudos also go out to our friends at Teachers Credit Union, Beef O'Brady's, Cardinal Bus, Mitros Orthopedics, Hacienda Mexican Restaurants, and our friends at the United States Marine Corps. For Coach Lightfoot, as Coach Natalie and Ryan Wassick joined us, we thank them for their time. Likewise, thanks to Todd Lickleitner for spending time with us on the pregame show. For all of us at Regional Radio Sports, for Brad, Mark, Tanya, I'm Paul Condry. God bless you all. Semper Fidelis. Good night, everyone.